Last week, the federal government has unveiled its long-awaited plan to clear the records of people convicted of simple pot possession. A bill was tabled that will allow for pardons for anyone convicted of possessing up to 30 grams of marijuana before pot was legalized last year. The application fee will be waived, along with the waiting period to apply, which is normally at least 5 years. Danielle Smith from Global News Radio. 770 CHQR joins us to continue this conversation. Danielle, good news for those with records, but some critics say that does not go far enough.
Well, a couple things. Suspicious timing. I mean, they're out of the Parliament for the next 2 weeks. What was the haste with which they had to rush to announce it on Friday? Well, it was obviously trying to change the channel on the SNC-Lavalin testimony. I mean, the first announcement right after that was that we were going to the moon or helping to fund an effort to go to the moon. Second one was pot. Third one was climate change. They are going to do whatever they can to try to change the channel on this. And I don't know that this one is going to work for them. I think I had a listener who I thought draw an interesting connection. He said that in trying to win over the public to the notion of letting SNC-Lavalin off the hook for criminal charges, look what they're doing. They're letting a lot of people off the hook for criminal charges because of previous pot possession. The big difference is that it's still illegal to bribe people, whereas it's not illegal to smoke pot anymore. And I think this is where the pot activists really take issue with this. There's a big difference between having a pardon, which essentially suspends the charge and the penalty against you, but what they're really looking for is an expungement, which is quite different. An expungement means that the government acknowledges that what you did was not a crime in the first place and you never should have been charged. And there's some different nuances that play out from that, whether you retain the record or whether you completely delete it, that they're arguing for over right now. So I'm going to talk to a lawyer who deals in this area to find out whether or not the government has gone the wrong track, as well as to understand what some of the implications might be for those who do have records, and then finally to talk through what the process now is going to be now that they're paving the way for it.
Yeah, I know you're going to be talking more about this on your show starting at 9:30 today. Thanks, Danielle.
My pleasure.